Hey everyone, welcome to Mail Collectibles. My name is Mike, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Enterbay quarter scale Heath Ledger Joker from The Dark Knight. This is an older figure. I got it secondhand probably 5 or maybe 6 years ago. So it's really cool. One of the only quarter scale figures that I have in my collection. And really well done. Recently there's been a ton of Heath Ledger Joker in statue form, figure form, a lot of 1/6 scale. So I wanted to kind of take a look at this guy. He's an older figure, but still stands up. It's not perfect. There definitely, in my opinion, are some better versions now in other scales and instead, but still a really cool figure that stands the test of time, in my opinion. Um, I don't know if you guys are kind of jokered out with the recent or somewhat recent, in our Hot Toys new version. J&D is putting out a version that was announced about a month ago or something. They all look pretty cool. For me, I do have the InArt 1/6 scale, just the sculpted hair version, and I'm super happy with it. So I have no interest in the Hot Toys one or the J&D one, especially with the prices and everything. So for a long time, this was my only representation of Heath Ledger in my collection. I got the InArt Joker a few months ago, and really happy to have it. So really cool figures. Obviously, very iconic character. The portrayal is a lot of people's favorite, especially in movie form, live action, whatever. He is Heath Ledger, as far as the actors that played him. Portrayal is my favorite by far. I grew up, Batman '89 and Returns and all that when I was a kid were the only Batman movies for a long time. And I like Jack Nicholson and all that stuff, but I mean, to me, Heath Ledger, his version and the Dark Knight movie, easily my favorite. The more recent Joaquin Phoenix one, it was cool, but when it came out, there was a lot of comparisons, and if that's your favorite or whatever, you like that version better, cool. But for me, it didn't touch Heath Ledger or the Dark Knight movie. So, but because he's so popular, because the character is so well liked, we get a lot of versions now. So that's cool. You can people who like different scales or figures or statue forms, whatever, there's a lot of options. So that's good, I think, for everybody. The figure itself, like I said, is very, very good. You can see, it's not perfect. The likeness, this figure, I mean, it's old. I bought, like I said, I bought it secondhand, and I've had it for a while. So I don't know exactly when this figure was released. I would assume it was, not too long after the movie came out. So, we're looking at 15 years old, probably in that range. So when you consider that, this thing is pretty damn good. The likeness, like you can see here, from kind of dead on, from straight on, the likeness in the portrait, it's good. It's not, it's not perfect, but I do think, like, when you turn it, like when you get that, somehow it's much better from that angle. And then I think also from the side angle, like that is, I mean, that looks pretty damn close to Heath Ledger. And then when you get the dead on, not as much, it loses a little bit. So I don't know why that is. From certain angles, it's better. But, like, to me, that right there is pretty damn good. The sculpt in the hair is really impressive. It's got to be hard to do that. sculpted to make it look pretty realistic. The paint is really good. I like, it's in his hair, obviously. At this point, everyone kind of knows what to look for. I do think it's pretty cool, like from this, where he's looking up at you and you can just barely see the eyes. He's got that creepy look that the Joker had. So that's a really cool angle. And if you can see him from the side here, what I really like is he's got that hunched over. You can really point his neck down, but his eyes are up. So his posture is really captured like it was in the movie, because he had that hunched kind of look to him, especially when he's standing. Like the way I have him set up here with the machine gun is kind of like this poster, and that scene in the movie. I love that. This is a cover of a DVD, but I think they made a movie poster out of it. But that scene is great, and that's how I want to have him set up. J&D made a statue, basically of the same scene, or I'm posing it the same way essentially, but it really captures the posture he had in that, and that's pretty impressive. The jacket itself looks really good. There is weathering. It's subtle. You gotta, when you get on it, when you get right on top of it, you could see some. It looks good. It's not overdone. It's not crazy, but to my eye, it looks good. It's a darker kind of purple that to me looks like the movie. It doesn't look brand new or too shiny. It looks like he's been wearing it for a while. So that's, again, speaks to the character, or how the character was in the movie. You can see the shoes are done really well. You got some nice paint, nice sculpt. The laces are actually not sculpted. They are lace material or whatever, string. But really cool shoes. You got the pants and the pinstripes. He comes with the bank robber mask. Mine, I repainted a few years ago. The mask and even the face on this figure, at least on mine, it's got a little bit of it's kind of sticky a little bit to the touch. So the paint was coming off pretty bad on mine. Like I said, I got it secondhand. So I repainted it completely a few years ago, and it gets the job done. I don't think it's perfect. I'm not a pro painter or anything, but it does look pretty cool. And I like to have it set up on the base like that. I never put it on them, or I've kind of held them in this pose. I don't move them around too much. Actually, I don't know that I've ever moved them around, to be honest, from this pose. So, again, cool figure. It's an older one, so I'm sure a lot of people, you've seen reviews. You guys have them if you're interested in it. I did want to get this review out as well, just because there's been a little bit of kind of craziness with a lot of releases with Joker. So part of me, wanted to throw it out there but then I think a lot of people might be kind of sick of reviews and stuff of them. So I want to do an older figure. I didn't do the in-art one. At some point I'll do that, but just wanted to kind of showcase an older figure. This one if anyone is interested, it's going to be for sale. I haven't put it up, but if anyone's watching is interested in it, message me either in the comments, or I'll put my Instagram name in the description. Message me over there. Might be easier, just so I don't miss the message. I'll check the comments and everything, but just so nothing gets missed. But yeah, I'm going to be putting them up for sale just because I don't have any other really 1/4 figures. I made a decision kind of with my statues and the 1/6 scale. The figures I'm getting are going to be 1/6 scale. And I do have the in-art, and I'm very happy with that one. So if there's someone else out there who wants this, like I said, I can put it up for sale, and I'll still be happy, and I don't need it. So if someone else wants it, I'm happy to sell it to them. But again, yeah, you see the likeness. I mean, from that angle there, I think is probably the best. Maybe from the side. It's kind of funny with the movie characters, and I think it just speaks to the character itself and Heath Ledger's portrayal. But a couple months ago, my aunt was over at my house, and for those of you guys, I mean, you can kind of see in the background, but any of you guys who've seen my room tour, you know, I have probably 15 or so Prime 1 statues, you know, 1/3 scale, big statues, and you'd always think, you know, the bigger ones have the more presence or whatever. That's the eye catchers. But it was kind of funny. My aunt was over, and she hadn't been over to my apartment in a long time and hadn't seen any of this stuff. And this was the one that she really liked. You know, she was like, oh man, she couldn't believe how realistic it looked. And which the figure is awesome. But I do think in that sense, you know, I think it just speaks to the character itself and more, and also Heath Ledger's portrayal. So I don't know, it's kind of a weird little side story, but it was funny for us collectors of statues and figures and stuff. You know, there's a lot of, you know, bigger is better, or it's got to have a huge base and 50 switch outs and all that stuff. And a lot of people, there's nothing wrong with that, but it's just funny to, you know, a regular person, non-collector, who probably this is the first she's seen any of this stuff. This was the one that really got her attention. So I don't know, just thought that was kind of a cool, weird little story to throw in here. But anyways, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. Like I said, this is an older figure, so you guys, I'm sure, have seen many reviews on them if you're interested. But thank you guys again for watching. I'm hoping to be putting out another video probably in the next week or so. And I just want to say again, thanks for all the comments and subscriptions, and I appreciate it. And I will see you guys in the next video. All right, thank you very much.